Yes, friends, let me hope you get me well. Thanks for joining in. I want us to go through today's events. A lot has happened and a lot is still happening. A few hours towards elections. Remember, the elections are there on the 14th of January. Actually, very few hours from right now. But what is happening, what is currently happening in Uganda, it is shocking. Actually, let me start right now. As we speak now, the diaspora coordinator, that is our comrade Herman Aineliona, has been brutally arrested today. You've seen the videos I've shared on our Facebook page. It is sad. He has not committed any crime. The gentleman you see there standing close to Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, both of them are putting up the fist. As we speak now, our comrade, that is Babi's brother, Selector Devi, is also, actually for him we don't know where he is as we speak now. Bobiwine's home in the morning was raided by police, military. Man, a lot is going on. Actually, very early today in the morning, the president of the National Unity Platform, His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, today came out and said, last night at around 2 a.m. a group of security operatives wearing army uniform and some in plain clothes raided the home of our comrades, Lule David aka Selector Devi UG. And according to his neighbors and other witnesses, these security operatives who traveled in 2 drones fired live bullets in air before dragging him out of his house. They say he was beaten mercilessly and taken to an unknown place. Reports of raids on many homes, other homes of NUP supporters keep coming in, and we are aware of this is being done by state operatives who are using several security agencies. Our legal team has been looking for Devi at various police stations to no avail. So that is the situation of our brother, that is Selector Devi. Selector Devi, our original name, that is our real name, Lule David, is a brother to Kyagulanyi's wife, that is Babi Itungo Kyagulanyi. So he's the in-law of Bobiwine. That gentleman was arrested very early today in the morning at 2 a.m. Just like you've heard, these guys came. They always drive vehicles that are numberless. The vehicles are always numberless. They are always in plain clothes. Some of them put on army uniform. So they always, these guys, in a way that you can't understand them, but in most cases they come when they are dressed in army uniform. Just like now, they came wearing army uniform and some in plain clothes. A statement from our President Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. As they reached the home of this brother, Selector Devi, they fired live bullets before they dragged him out of his house. The neighbors, of course, those close to his house, they say he was mercilessly beaten before he was taken to an unknown destination. On the same day today, actually, let me jump over from that and then I go to, because there are very many incidents that have happened today and I want us to go through all of them for those who don't know what's currently happening in Uganda. Of course, the vehicles you see, the army vehicles you see, that is all over Kampala, Masaka. Museveni has deployed the army military, you know, in some streets of in major towns. That is Masaka, Kampala. You know, it is just, election is on the 14th. Today is the 12th, but man, this is like a war zone. So today still, military men raided the workplace of one of Bobiwine's support team. He said in the morning, actually, I know 3 hours ago, that military men raided the workplace of one of our comrades and member of our support team, Elijah Muchibi Kate, a 24-year-old who worked in Kiseka Market as a mechanic. Elijah was shot in the stomach and today morning he passed away. Can you imagine? One wonders how many innocent citizens this regime will have to kill on its way out. Rest in peace, brother. One day justice will be served. Let me show you the picture of that brother Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert is talking about. Here is the gentleman. There he is. Let me see how to do this. There he is, the gentleman putting on a red t-shirt with the word Adidas. That's the gentleman. Military men raided the workplace of that gentleman. A 24-year-old. He was working in Kiseka market as a mechanic. He was shot in the stomach, and today morning he passed away. So what is currently happening? Museveni's regime actually is trying out its best, reaching out to each and everyone close to Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. Bloggers, personal assistants, journalists, everyone close. As we speak now, the two gentlemen you see on my bottom left, that is Edward Sebufu and Ali Buken. The gentleman on the extreme left, that is Eddie Mutwe, and next to him, that is Nubian Lee. These are close friends and personal assistants of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert aka Bobiwine. As we speak now, they are still in detention. They are still in detention. It is sad. A lot is still happening. Another update, what's going on just a few hours before Uganda decides who is going to be the next president of this younger nation, whose population 80% is below the age of 40. This is what just happened just a few hours ago. The gentleman you see with the Kyagulanyi, the one I've highlighted with the red stroke, this is Hamani Ainebiona, our diaspora team leader. Like many Ugandans from the diaspora, Hamani decided to return home and participate in this historical election. Upon arrival, he volunteered to deliver polling day materials on behalf of NUP to Lila. Upon reaching Lila, he was immediately arrested. His whereabouts are still unknown, although our teams on ground suspect he is being held at Lila Central Police Station. Hamani joins thousands of supporters, comrades and leaders who General Museveni has detained in the run-up to the election. Like I've been saying, the incredible violence we are witnessing is not evidence of strength. It only shows that the dictatorship is in absolute panic. Therefore is imminent. We are removing a dictator. That has been the statement from Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert about the arrest of our comrade Hamani Ainebiona. Very many of you were asking, is it true? Is it true? So it is true. Hamani Ainebiona, the diaspora coordinator, has been arrested. And for those that would love to see how our brother, that soft-spoken innocent soul, has been arrested, just go to our Facebook page, JB Muwonge. You're going to see the videos. I've put them there. I've put the videos how he was, man, these guys are ruthless. The way they arrest, the way they torture, the way they do their things, it's just pathetic. Man, these guys needed to go as soon as yesterday. It is a shame. The gentleman didn't do anything wrong. Kyagulanyi has told you, like many Ugandans from the diaspora, Hamani decided to return home and participate in this historical election. Upon arrival, he volunteered to deliver polling day materials on behalf of People Power, on behalf of NUP, to Lila. Upon reaching Lila, he was immediately arrested. His whereabouts are still unknown, although our teams on ground suspect is being held at Lila Central Police Station. It is sad. It is really sad. Jumping over to another update. I put up this picture where a man is seated on the one of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu supporters seated on the veranda there, putting on a red cape. You see that, with the posters of Kyagulanyi on the side and the speaker. That was Nansana. And this is what happened in Nansana. Let me get you this as well. Actually, this was profiled by Weekly Observer, that newspaper. Let me give you that update as well for those who maybe missed out. Those people were found just listening to Kyagulanyi's music, cleaning Kyagulanyi's posters, making sure that no dirt comes to the posters, and of course dancing to the lyrical music of our president, revolutionary songs of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. But hey, military came in, plus the army. They shot live bullets, they confiscated the speaker, and then they arrested those comrades. When Weekly Observer profiling that, this is what it said as well. Let me give it to you in detail. Where is it? It is very near here. A lot is really going on. Of course, we haven't reached at a point of blocking Facebook. We are coming there as well, blocking Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, in brief, social media. We are also coming to that. So, 3 useful supporters of a national unity platform presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert have been arrested in Nansana municipality by the army for playing pro-Kyagulanyi music and cleaning his campaign posters. This is a profile from Weekly Observer. Uganda People's Defense Force UPDF soldiers attached to Jagala Police Post in Gombe Division, Wakiso District, arrested 3 youth while on a foot patrol. According to residents, the soldiers first fired several rounds of live ammunition in the air before arresting and detaining the youth at Jagala Police Station. Catherine Nachine, a resident of Jagala village, says she heard bullet rounds being fired and later saw the soldiers taking away the speakers that were played near a huge campaign poster of Kyagulanyi, just like the way you see it there. I don't know how I can give it in let me see if I have it here. Come on. But I'm sure you see it. Oh, okay, here it is. Oh no, it's not coming. All right, but you see it, it's there. So just like I've told you, Catherine Nachine, a resident of Jagala village, says that she heard bullet rounds being fired and later saw the soldiers taking away the speakers that were placed near a huge campaign poster of Kyagulanyi. Uganda on Thursday, of course, we are casting our votes. John Segrinya says that the arrested youth were just dancing and cleaning the posters of Kyagulanyi when security forces started firing bullets to disperse people and forced them to close their businesses. The boys were just dancing to Bobiwine's music. They were not hurting anybody. They were just dancing and drinking soda. It was such a happy sight, but we wonder where the army officers derived the anger from and started firing bullets, putting the entire trading center under unnecessary tension. That's what a resident Segrinya said. Naloiso says, another resident, that they should leave these youths to support the candidate they want because they're not committing any crime. Sometimes I don't understand these people in government. The boys were just dancing in front of Bobiwine's picture. Our shops were open and there was no trouble whatsoever. Then the army comes and starts shooting and we are forced to close our shops. Yet tomorrow they are going to come and ask for taxes and our landlords will ask for rent. Now if they can shoot bullets when people are dancing to mere music, what will happen when they actually vote for their preferred candidate? Said Nareiso. Imagine such a powerful statement. If they can simply just shoot to people dancing to Bobiwine's music, cleaning Bobiwine's poster, then what is going to happen when they vote for the candidate? Let me repeat that statement from Nareiso. It has been a powerful one. She said, I don't understand these people in a government. The boys were just dancing in front of Bobiwine's picture. Our shops were open and there was no trouble whatsoever. Then the army comes and starts shooting and we were forced to close our shops. Yet tomorrow, they are going to come and ask for taxes and our landlords will as well ask for rent. Now, if they can shoot bullets when people are dancing to mere music, what will happen when they actually vote for their preferred candidate? You understand what I'm talking about? So that is the situation. What I can say to you, they have deployed the army, they have deployed the military. But what I can say to my fellow Ugandans, this should not scare you. Ask yourself, why such kind of events did not prevail in the previous elections of 2021? By then, Museveni was still a credible candidate. I can give him that benefit of doubt. But today he knows that Ugandans are fed up of him. He knows we do not like him. And he knows that the power of the people is very, very, very much stronger than the power of the people in power. You know what I'm talking about? The power of the people is very stronger than the power of the people in power. That's why he has to use this intimidation. This is just intimidation. What I can say to you, they are not going to kill anyone. They cannot kill all of us. We are 45 million Ugandans. These are, the kicks of a dying horse. These the last kicks, actually. They can't kill all of us, man. These are just in Kampala, in Masaka, maybe in just major cities. There is no manpower to deploy all these vehicles, all these threatening, in all towns of Uganda. It is impossible. So he knows that Ugandans are fed up of him. He knows he's no longer credible. He knows his ideologies no longer resonate with the 80% of Ugandans who don't even know, those stupid stories of we fought for you, and all those other stupid narratives they keep, repeating over and over again. He knows people are fed up of him. You understand what I'm talking about? So he has to, of course, use intimidation. For those who would love to see these videos, just go to our Facebook pages. You are going to be shocked. A lot of threats. The army, the police, the military, the LDU. They have even recruited people, and they are dressed in police uniform to still intimidate. No one is above the law, and the power of the people is much, much, much stronger than the power of the people in power. If it wasn't the case, you wouldn't have seen this, but it is the case. And yes, Uganda is ripe for change. This is the time. As I simply just want to ask you one question. Have you ever seen such a situation in our country? No. And do you know why it is happening now? It is simply because Uganda is ripe for change. Uganda is ripe for change, and the time is now. Moving on to updates, as I give you what has been going on during the day. A lot has happened, and I want to give you a bit by bit. Yeah. Of course, you all know that UCC, Uganda, it should be Uganda Communications Commission, but the perfect name is Uganda Miscommunications Commission. It has ordered the telecommunication companies, of course, to shut down social media. Social media, when we talk about social media, we literally mean Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, MySpace, LinkedIn, all social media platforms that you have ever used to communicate with your friend. So they have ordered those platforms to be shut down. That's why we have been encouraging you to get yourself a VPN, because we are the .com youth. I always tell you that you don't need to have a visa to go to China in order to understand what is taking place in China. On your phone, you can visit whatever town virtually. So how do you do that? Using the internet, using social media, using Mr. Google, using all browsers and all that kind of thing. So use the same technology. Use this opportunity of social media or VPN. Download the VPN, upload on your phones, stay connected. Stay connected. We are the .com youth. You understand? We are the .com youth. We can easily read beyond the actions and words. These people still have the ideologies of 1986. They still apply the same tactics. They think that we can go to war with them. Of course, they have done all sorts of provocations and intimidations. For the past 2 months, you've seen how our President Kyagulanyi Ssentamu and the entire team, how they have been treated. tear gas everywhere, live bullets everywhere, to the point that our president Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert had to put on a bulletproof. You understand? He had to put on a bulletproof in order to secure his life. Why were they doing all that kind of stuff? Of course, they wanted us to lose temper. They wanted us to lose our calmness. They wanted us to fight back. Man, we are smarter than them. We did not give them that opportunity because they were looking for a reason to justify their shooting, but up to now, they don't have anything. All they are left with is the power of the gun, which is also not going to help them. Man, this is 2021. You are still applying the tactics of 1980s you used when you were, fighting with Obote. Come on, man. If you believe that Ugandans love you, then why would you need to arrest each and everyone? Man, these people have arrested each and everyone close to Bobiwine. Actually, on Twitter, our president Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, he said, one of my personal assistants, that is David Bwaneka's home was raided in the night, broken into, and he was violently arrested by the army and driven to an unknown destination. I know they will do more of such and worse, but we shall not give up. So, why did I repeat that? Because that's the update I gave you in the first place, though I gave you a statement from Facebook. This was a tweet. This is a personal assistant of Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, the gentleman you see on the extreme bottom right, putting on sunglasses, black in color, next to Kyagulanyi with the full people pop attire. That is the Bwaneka, the brother to Bobiwine's wife, Babi Itungo Kyagulanyi, was abducted, and we don't know where he is up to now. We don't know where he is up to now. So it is a shame that people who claim that they are loved, they have support, they keep doing such kind of nonsense, threats, intimidating people. Man, we are not a type that is going to give up so easily, because all what Uganda needs is a non-fictional social, economic and political change. Why would such a situation prevail in a country you claim has peace? Why do we see army vehicles, soldiers, moving on the streets, holding guns and all tools of violence and explosives? And for your information, those tools of violence and the tools of violence, they always hold the guns, the sound bombs, the tear gas, the bombs, the grenades and all that kind of thing. They apply them or they use them on fellow Ugandans. That's why just on the 18th of November 2020, more than 100 people died. People standing on the streets, people who were just in saloons, people who had just come to town to buy stuff, standing on shops, buying stuff, they were shot dead. And no single report has ever come out. It is a shame. And then you hear people justifying such kind of narratives. I wonder the type of food some of these people eat, such that we don't give it our kids, because it is a total shame. This is enough to realize that we really need change. We need to transfer from dictatorship to real leadership, a leadership with institutions that are not affected by orders from above, a leadership that has strong institutions that are actually independent in the real meaning of the word independent. As of today, the army, the police, the judiciary, the parliament, and all those other institutions, they operate on orders from above. If they anyway, maybe let me look out for any other update here, but this is what Kyagulanyi said in the morning.
That we have had to stand the last 2 months. As you all know, ladies and gentlemen, standing against General Museveni is more, a more dangerous crime than any crime we know here in Uganda. As we stand here today, abductions are ongoing, killings are ongoing, arrests are ongoing. Just my entire team was arrested in Kalangala. Only 46 were released. More than 100 continue to languish in prisons. Many arrests are ongoing. Last night there were raids on more of my team members and some of the leaders of the National Unity Platform. Mr. Ray David Wandika, also known as Selector DG, was raided by the military. His doors broken and he was taken away. Nobody knows where he is. Last night, one of our team members, my driver sometimes and works mainly as a mechanic, one Katerega, was shot by the military and he passed away this morning. And again this morning, my house was raided. Two of my gardeners were taken away and my security guard was beaten very, very badly. That is what we have to deal with, ladies and gentlemen. But while this is ongoing, the Electoral Commission is silent. We have reported numerous times to the Electoral Commission. We've informed them that even the polling agents that we sent out there, even the coordinators that have been identifying and recruiting polling agents are being rounded up and arrested and charged with recruiting rebels. That is the election under General Museveni. The Electoral Commission has been conspicuously silent and continues to be silent even when we raise these complaints, both physically and in writing. The only time the Electoral Commission has come up is to actually castigate the victims, us. The Electoral Commission recently continued to expose its bias by stopping me from further campaign. And indeed, I've not been able to campaign for the last 5 days because the Electoral Commission said I had to sign an illegal memorandum of understanding with them. That is where we are. We know that all this is being done to intimidate and discourage people. We know that by deploying the military and police in all places, by arresting our members, by arresting people indiscriminately, the regime is trying to discourage Ugandans from turning up in large numbers and vote. So I will not dwell on the challenges that we are facing. Let me go straight to the message that all of us, as the forces of change, seek to communicate to you this morning. We are raising our voice in unison and agreeing that indeed it is time for Uganda to have change. We are therefore adding our voices together to call upon all of you fellow Ugandans to turn up in large numbers and vote. By now, all voters have made up their mind. By now, we know all voters know who they want to vote for. But most importantly, we are convinced that all voters in Uganda would want a better Uganda, a peacefully changing Uganda. Therefore, we call upon all of you fellow Ugandans to turn up and vote. Please communicate this message to everybody you know and help those that cannot carry themselves to the polling station, the old and the weak and the ill. Help them to be able to assert their voices. And besides voting, we continue to call upon you to be vigilant and protect the vote. Stay there. There's nothing in the law you will be breaking by staying on the polling station. We've continuously advised fellow Ugandans to always wear face masks and observe social distance. But this is one day that we believe is going to change the destiny of this, our country. So we encourage all the voters to turn up and vote and stay there and guard the vote. Do not be discouraged by the illegal pronouncements of Mr. Byabakama and the military and other security forces. I've said it before and I'm saying it again that Mr. Byabakama is a civil servant. The Electoral Commission and all the leadership of the Electoral Commission, those are servants of the people. They are not bosses. They are under the law. They are governed by the law, the same law that governs everybody else in Uganda. And we are telling you that you will not be breaking the law when you stand and watch your vote. We know that General Museveni prides himself in vote rigging. But again, it has been our call for we, the leaders, and for the people of Uganda to unite. We are convinced that the people of Uganda are going to be united. And we are here to demonstrate our unity. So we encourage all of you, ladies and gentlemen, turn up in large numbers. Encourage every voter you know to turn up and vote. Don't say, we are so many voters, even if I don't come. No. The future of Uganda needs every single vote. It is your individual vote that is going to change the future of this country. And be there and watch the election. Be there and watch the process. We have also been encouraging you, and we will continue to encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, to use your phones, to use your cameras. We had Mr. Byabakama discouraging people from using phones. We are glad that he, capitulated. We are glad that the Electoral Commission came up with a statement and making it clear that it is okay for people to use their phones. It was indeed okay then, just like it is okay now. So please use your phones. Your phone is a very powerful weapon. That camera that you have on your phone, please use it. Use it most importantly to record that particular moment when the presiding officer is declaring the results on the polling station. We need every kind of evidence. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I also want to take this opportunity to encourage those that have gotten the application that the National Unity Platform revealed recently, the YouVote application. Although we are still getting challenges to have our people access it through Google Play Store, we are making every effort to share it, to share the link. And those out there that can continue sharing the link, please share that link. There's a section where only the certified, the official agents can send in the declaration forms and the results, and there's also a section for the general public. And I also want to remind you that by law, the Electoral Commission is required to pin a copy of the declaration of result form on every polling station. So fellow Ugandans, it is our national responsibility. It's a responsibility of every citizen of Uganda. Not just we the leaders, not just the political party leaders, not just the presidential candidates and all other candidates. It's a responsibility of all of us. We've been calling upon you to take this upon yourselves. Let us do this as a nation. We are united as the forces of change in calling upon you to turn up and vote, in guarding and protecting the vote, but we continue to appeal to fellow Ugandans to do the same, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, I want to send a message to the Electoral Commission, Mr. Byabakama and the team. You have studied our history. You know what a bad election has done to this country. So we call upon you to reflect on what you are doing. We call upon you to remember that the lives of 45 million people are in your hands, are on your shoulders. So it is important that you respect the voices of the people of Uganda. If you mismanage this election, it will be upon you forever. So kindly remember that and be warned that the people of Uganda are not going to accept any illegality any further. The people of Uganda are not going to accept any alteration of their voice. To the men and women in uniform, the police officers, the soldiers, and all other security agencies, the majority of you are young people, and you have a very long future ahead of you. I call upon you to study how dictators have used young men and women in uniform and how they have fallen, leaving these young men and women to answer individually. You have been and you continue to be used to abuse the rights of the people of Uganda with impunity. But I want you to remember that according to the human rights law, you will individually be answerable for all the human rights abuses. And again, I call upon you, brothers and sisters, don't be used to mess up your country. Don't be used to murder your own people. You cannot finish Ugandans. But again, you will not be proud of yourself. I thank you. And finally, to the people of Uganda, please turn up and vote. We can only offer leadership, but you are the true masters. We, the leaders, are servants. You are the true masters. Take your destiny in your hand. Turn up on Thursday, just a few hours from now, and cast your vote. It is going to be a revolutionary election. Let this be a protest vote. General Museveni prides himself in violence. He has always been pushing us to the violent line so that he can respond to us with violence. We are non-violent, and we continue to advocate and preach non-violence, but be assertive. Turn up and vote. Make this be a protest vote. I thank you, and I don't know if I have to speak this in Uganda. I was about to ask Honorable Amoria to translate for me.
Okay, yeah, I'm just giving you the English part because this is specifically English, and that's what the president of the National Unity Platform, His Excellency Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, the strategist of the People Power Movement that metamorphosed into National Unity Platform, a political party he represents as a presidential candidate in the coming elections a few hours from now. That is Bobiwine. And before I gave you that speech, he gave during a joint press conference with other presidential candidates. There was General Mugisha Muntu, that is for our National Alliance for National Transformation. There was the Patrick Amuriat, that is for FDC. There was Dr. Kizza Besigye as well, the former FDC president, and very many others. That's the statement from our president, Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. But before I gave that speech, I had talked about UCC blocking social media. This is Twitter. Hear what Twitter is saying. Twitter has just come out actually like an hour or 2 hours ago. It is said that ahead of Ugandan election, this is the Twitter public policy. This is the Twitter public policy. Listen very well. It says, ahead of the Ugandan election, we are hearing reports that internet service providers are being ordered to block social media and messaging apps. We strongly condemn internet shutdowns. They are hugely harmful, violate basic human rights and the principles of the open internet. That is the information, or that is the statement from the Twitter public policy. It went ahead and said, earlier this week, in close coordination with our peers, we suspended a number of accounts targeting the election in Uganda. If we can attribute any of this activity to state-backed actors, we will disclose to our archive of informations. Actually, just to go to Twitter, those who are on Twitter, and type in Twitter public policy, you are going to see this. Just to refresh your mind about what Twitter is actually saying, it just actually gave you a snippet of what took place a few days ago. It said earlier this week, in a close coordination of our peers, we suspended a number of accounts. Let me broaden that. You guys remember the recent events where accounts belonging to Museveni's camp were suspended. But before we go in their suspension, you all know that our Facebook pages, Instagram accounts, Twitter accounts have been hacked on a daily basis. Just yesterday, Museveni regime hacked over 4 of the main Facebook pages that belong to Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. These are actually personal pages, but their activities are specifically to spread the message of change, to relay Bobiwine's messages, those that move with him on the campaign trails. This includes Team Kyagulanyi TV, that is a platform that was moving with Bobiwine during campaign trails. It relays his messages, his press conferences, and a message from Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert. There is a Facebook page in the names of Eligon Investigators TV. It was also hacked and taken. That is yesterday. At least I managed to talk to the gentleman, the owner of the page. He confirmed that, and as well, when you search that page, you can see logos of Museveni. There is another page in the names of Ghetto Media. That is the personal page. Actually, that is a page, the main page or the main platform that moves with Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, the official that moves with Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert, that relays his messages and all. Of course, there are very many, but this one is the main one. And then there is NUP Media. That one was also hacked and taken. Very many were hacked and taken in the previous days. That includes Map Media TV, Echoto International, Orujuliro TV. Most of these pages had a following of over 200,000 Ugandans. Of course, and some non-Ugandan, but friends of Uganda, and those friends who would love Uganda to have change. Such a huge following. Why did this happen? This happened when Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert was blocked from mainstream media. Remember, he's not supposed to go to any radio stations, especially outside the central region. I remember what happened when he wanted to go to a radio station in Mbale. Mbale is in the eastern part of Uganda. He was denied even to come close to the radio station. Those TVs, mainstream media is not allowed. Radio is not allowed. So, of course, we decided we Ugandans are the ones yearning for this change, a non-fictional social, economic, and political change in this beautiful country. And yes, we decided to spread this message because it is unauthentic. It is a message a common Ugandans would love to hear that doesn't actually appear on those stations, radio station, TVs, and all sorts of the kind. So, in the process, these platforms became very many doing this thing, playing Bobiwine's message, because it is what the public wants to hear. Each time you play Bobiwine's message, you are going to be in thousands of views. On Facebook, you can hit 10,000 viewers, which the mainstream media cannot actually have. So the message went viral. And of course, yes, social media has played a very huge part in awakening the minds, the enslaved or the mentally enslaved minds of Ugandans. You understand? Because these messages are relayed on a daily basis. On our platform, JB Muwonge, we always relay these messages. We don't get tired because feeding the mind is like a bathing. People forget. We need it every day. We need it every now and then. So, of course, the government did not like that. And it doesn't like it. What it did is to write to Google and Facebook, highlighting most of these platforms to be blocked. Yes, the Uganda Communications Commission wrote to Google and Facebook to block those pages, including our own here, including Ghetto TV, including Echoto, including Uganda Empire, including Map Media, including very many. There were 14. So, of course, you all know there is no international dictatorship. Museveni doesn't rule the world. You understand that. If they can remove the one for Trump, then who are you, Museveni, to tell? You know? So, Facebook does so according to the laws, because Facebook, YouTube, and all these other social media platforms, they have community guidelines that you have to follow while using those platforms. They do not just act on orders from Museveni or orders from above. There is no international dictatorship. So, Facebook, YouTube, they refused to put down these pages, because when they looked through these pages, we are not doing anything wrong. Playing Bobiwine's music, playing Bobiwine's speeches, Bobiwine's message is not a crime. So once Facebook and YouTube refused to, to do stuff on orders of the dictator, what these guys decided was to hack into these pages. They have hacked very many of these pages. So they had a coordination of pages that were doing this kind of activities. So Facebook was, of course, it investigated and it took down most of these pages. They are not worth to mention on our platform, but for those who know, they know. I will not give them mention. So it blocked them. That's what Twitter is saying, because it just highlighted that earlier this week. That's what it said. What is the tweet? Am I losing it? Twitter. I'm losing the tweet. Okay, but of course I read it for you. So that's what Twitter was highlighting. So they took down some Facebook pages and then some Twitter pages and Instagram accounts. So why? Because these people were using fake names, were using fake pages, were using to, of course, do stuff that is illegal. That's why an investigation was done and these accounts were taken down. These accounts were taken down. And guess what? These people are crying. They don't know how it feels to be oppressed, because for them, they have been hacking our pages. And then people were saying that, but you guys, you should also hack back. You should also get people who can hack into their pages and all sorts of the kind. No, we are not that type of a people. You know why? Because it is illegal to hack into someone's page. Because what they did was to hack our pages, and do you know what we did? To open up new ones, to open up new ones, to open up new ones. When they hack a page and maybe it has a following over 300,000 Ugandans, those are just figures, man. You've not taken someone's heart. You've not taken someone's desires. You've not taken away the love for a non-fictional socio-economic and political change. You understand? You've not taken that away. Those are just figures on a Facebook page. But the real people following. People follow those pages for a reason. You guys subscribe to this channel for a reason. But if I start speaking stupid stuff, if I start changing my words and start talking stuff that is not coordinated, you're not going to come back to listen. So people follow these platforms for a reason. And once it is hacked, maybe these people think that they have also hacked the people's hearts and desires and all that kind of stuff. That's not how it works. You can't hack someone's understanding. You can't hack into someone's heart. You can't hack into someone's mind. It is hard. So for them, that's what they resorted to. But now they are crying out. I want to know why they are crying out, because I saw them crying that, hey, Facebook, hey, they are blocking us, Man, they shouldn't cry. They should reflect on the illegal activities they have been doing just recently, hacking into NUP or people power pages. And I have been advising my friends, anyone who has a Facebook page, anyone who has a YouTube channel, anyone who has any social media platform, please refrain from from clicking on those links. They use links. They also send them to me. If I show you my email address, they send them those spams, because they hack these pages by, they send you a link. Once you click it, they are going to access your login details and all sorts of the kind. So don't just click on any link that you don't understand. Yeah, and as well as make sure that the profile account that posts on your page is private. Make sure that people don't get to know which account you use to post on that page. If you don't want to be hacked, if you want to stay anonymous on your profile that posts on your page, make sure that it is private. Private in its real meaning, as in you don't comment, you don't like, all you do is to post on your page, and as you maybe you comment, or maybe you comment using your page, and you like using your page. It is possible for those who are frequent social media users. So in brief, go to Mr. Google and ask Mr. Google that how can I make my profile of Facebook private. It's going to give you the step by step. I always tell you, we are the .com youth. You don't need to ask yourself very many questions. All the answers are on Mr. Google. Just ask Mr. Google, how do I do this? It is going to give you all steps from A up to Z. Yeah, even on YouTube, there are videos there, there are tutorials there. So go and learn. Don't be hacked. Yeah, don't allow these guys to hack into your page. They have hacked very many, and now they are crying out. So I went astray. I went astray because I came here to give you updates on what's going on. But of course, even that is an update. Moving on with the updates. It is funny. These people are panicking, eh? But they said, man, when I see most of these events unfolding, then I remember one word, that the power of the people is much stronger than the power of the people in power. Yeah. That's why they are deploying these people on the streets with, well armed with the tools of violence. Actually, Citizen TV Kenya, as it was interviewing Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert today, this is the tweet it said, that Uganda's presidential candidate Robert Kyagulanyi, popularly known as Bobiwine, ends the interview with the Kenyan radio station Hot 96 prematurely after the military raids his Kampala home. You understand the way? Actually, I think I should give you the audio of that interview up to a point where it prematurely ended. I'm going to look out for it from Citizen Radio. I don't know whether, but I think, no, I can get hold of it. That is not a problem. I can get hold of it and I'll give it to you if I don't forget. I'll give it to you if I do not forget. Yeah, which other update should I give you that it was very, 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 very crucial? Yeah, of course, Facebook has been tampered with already. That is what it shows when you try to access it. This site can't be reached. am.facebook.com refused to connect. Try checking the connection, and once you get this error, it's always a site that is not accessible. But what you need to do is to download your VPN and stay connected. We are the .com youth. Actually, Anonymous, Anonymous that once took down Uganda police website. There is a group of people called the Anonymous. Last year in November, was it? No. I think it was October. They took down Uganda police website, and they came out and said, yes, we are the ones who took it down. Why did they take it down? Because of the continued police brutality. By that time, Uganda police had murdered over, I don't even remember, countless Ugandans, and they come up to to speak nonsense. They don't apologize. They will come up with the lies. You saw the IGP recently said, we shall not apologize. Hey, we shall continue to beat you. Man, for those who missed that video, it is circulating on social media, of course, all over. So Anonymous came up with the solutions of blocked internet and blocked social media platforms. Here is what Anonymous is saying. Anonymous. For those who don't know Anonymous, just go to Twitter. It has a very big following, by the way, Anonymous. On Twitter, it has a following of over 5.8 million followers. On Facebook, does it have 10 million plus, or 6 or 10? I don't remember. It has a very huge following. That means people follow the activities of these guys. So this is what it said. I've also retweeted a tweet from Anonymous. Just to go to our Twitter handle, JB Muwonge, check it out there. It says, staying online in the event of government-sanctioned internet shutdowns or website censorship. So, and then it put there, Siphon, an app called Siphon, that is free. All you need to do, I always tell you, don't always ask yourself very many questions on how to use most of the things. All answers are on Google, all answers are on YouTube. Just go how to use Siphon. You are going to get all steps. So there is Siphon, that is an app. It can be used on Windows, that is Windows XP, Windows Visitor, you know, Windows 7, 80 and the latest versions. It can also work on mobile, Android, iOS, yeah, 10.2 or superior. So it also works on Android 4.4 or superior, 10 plus and all that kind of thing. There is also an app they have put there. Hey, before we go actually to the apps, it said that download trusted virtual private networks, VPNs, to access blocked websites and the apps. So Siphon is one of them, Latan is also another one, and then Tanobia. Some of you who are frequent social media users and internet users, bloggers, you know, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. At least you've ever used an app called Siphon that has a red, it's red in color. I'm sure you've ever used it before. I remember when I was still at a university and the internet was very slow, and each time you go back to the hostel, you're like, you know, man, I can't live without internet, and man, it's super expensive, come on, what can we do? And then you keep scratching your head, you keep doing all sorts of the kind to stay connected, and then boom, Siphon pops in and you're like, wow, I can be connected without paying a single penny. Of course, it is not, it's illegal. That's what I have to tell you, it's illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal. But of course we have to stay connected, because it is also illegal to block these social media platforms. You understand? So what do we need to, you know, put back things to right order is to end such kind of dictatorships. Yeah, we need real leadership. We need true leadership. Actually, I saw a comment and someone was saying that, JB, what can we do for us who are below 18 years of age? And then I was like, wow, what a nice question. So what can we do for us who are below the age of 18? What I need to tell you, friends, everyone who is below 18, because if you're below 18, then that means you are not eligible to vote. But it does not mean that you can't be part of the liberation process. You can be. How? You know, as I always say, that it's always those small dots that keep connecting. Each one of us, the little we do, once we sum up everything at the end of the day, it makes sense. If JB comes here to broadcast, someone else is going to be door to door campaigning, someone is going to be on the other side giving out flyers. So my friend who is below 18, you can encourage your mama, your papa, your grandpapa to come out and vote. You understand what I'm talking about? If you're below 18, encourage your grandmother, encourage your grandfather, encourage your friends who are above 18, because I know it does not mean that when you are below 18 you don't have friends who are above 18. You understand? So encourage them to go and vote. But most importantly, let it begin with your family. Let it begin with your family. Make sure that your mama, your papa, your brother, your sister, your uncle comes out to vote on the 14th of December. Of January. A few hours from now. Let them come. Make sure that they come out to vote. Explain to them why we need this change. And as well, you can engage yourself in distributing these flyers. You know, you can decide to wake up one day and say, okay, I'm going to give out NUP posters to my village, if you get hold of them. You understand? You can as well protect the vote. You understand? You can be at the electoral commission to observe what takes, at the polling station, to observe what takes place at the polling station. You can record the injustice that is going on, because if you are 18 or if you are 17, I'm sure you know how to read and write. You can record the injustice that's going on. You can do a lot of stuff, but most importantly, at such a critical time, the most important part that you can play is to make sure that your family votes by encouraging them, by helping them to vote. If you know how to ride a bicycle, make sure that your grandfather goes out there to vote in time. Encourage them to vote for change, to vote the umbrella. A lot you can do. What else have I forgotten to tell you guys? Oh, Anonymous went ahead and gave us links that we can follow. Yeah, to activate our connections, to stay connected even if the internet is shut down, even if social media is shut down. So it is a lot. All you need to do, go to Twitter and type in Anonymous. You are going to see that. Or maybe the tweets are going to be very many. When did they write it? They wrote it today at 9 p.m. So you can go and visit that tweet and go deep in the explanation they give, because it's a lot. It's a lot. What if they give you answers? What if the internet is completely shut down? If the entire internet is shut down, it is important to keep other lines of communications like telephone, SMS, text, and radio open. Even if there is complete internet outage, you can set up to date your Facebook and Twitter using SMS. To enable SMS updates on Twitter, it has put for you a link that you need to follow. The bad thing, they have shared a JPEG. There is no way I can copy that link and give it to you here. To enable SMS via Facebook, it has also put for you a link. You understand what I'm talking about? So kindly visit Twitter. Just go to JB Muwonge. I've retweeted that tweet, the latest, actually, the tweet I've made. So even if there is a complete network outage, we shall stay connected, because all what we need to do. But the most important thing is to activate that siphon, activate that VPN, and you stay connected. You stay connected. Someone will remind me if there is an update. Now I'm reading your comments here in the comment section. Someone will remind me if there is something I've missed out. If there is something I've missed out, an update. Today is today is the birthday for our comrade, that is Honorable Francis Zake, a gentleman that has, been brutally tortured countless times. Up to now, he cannot walk by himself. He has to use crutches. Why? He's advocating for change. I'm still looking out for JB, what can those in the diaspora do? Team at Harare. Yes, there is a lot that can be done. You guys have done a tremendous work. I can't thank you enough. First of all, you've contributed this struggle to the point that Museveni thinks it is the whites that are supporting this struggle. Huh? You guys, thank you a lot. You facilitated a lot, and please continue doing so, because this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. We always tell you that the vote or this election is part of the process to redirect our country back to the right path. Maybe I forgot to remind you that after voting, please don't go away. Please don't go away. Don't go away. Just keep a safe distance, and then observe what is going on at the polling station. Record any injustice. Electoral Commission came out and said yes, phones are allowed. No one should deny you a chance to move with your phone. But we are the .com youth. You can even put your phone in the pocket, but exposing the camera to capture each and everything, man. We are the .com youth. So don't go away after voting. Make sure that you stay and guard the vote. If you go away, then that means you want your vote to be stolen, because this vote has been rigged in the previous elections. That is in 2016, 2011. You know, the previous 3 sets of elections, it has been rigged. So we don't want it this time around. And by the way, Frankson, yes, you are very right. Frankson is saying, and not diaspora people only. Yes, typically Ugandans. Yeah, the reason as to why I answered it like that is because she was saying, what can people in the diaspora do? But of course, they have contributed so much to the point that Museveni thinks it is the whites supporting Bobiwine. But not only those in the diaspora. No, even Ugandans. You saw when Bobiwine was in Uganda, the love the people of Uganda showered Bobiwine when he was in Lukonjiri. So, it is not only those in diaspora, of course. Ugandans. Ola Museveni atuuka okugamba mbuno. So guys, let us continue with that spirit. Let us continue with that spirit. This is just the beginning. Yes. Winnie, not drinking tomorrow to avoid final excuses of easing yourself, okay? Those who drink, those who use powerful drinks, please make sure that tomorrow you are sober. Tomorrow is the day. 14th, we are just supposed to be ready. So we are preparing tomorrow to vote, and then on the 14th, we are voting. On the 14th, we are voting. I've had a report that is certain ballot papers have a seal, and once you fold that seal, it's going to tear off, exposing the tick of already ticked ballots. Now, here is the thing. When you get your ballot paper, study it, as in make sure that you fully followed it and maybe unfold it to see that there is no any other mark on it. Someone who shared with me a video where it was showing this gentleman explaining using a 50,000 note that those pre-ticked ballots. But of course, there are those pre-ticked ballots because in certain places, the election materials, the ballot papers that have been delivered, they were not secure. Yeah, they were not secure. The seals were already broken. So, what do you expect, to see such kind of a scenario where the boxes, the ballot boxes, the seals are broken already, and then police comes out with an excuse that maybe the vehicle that was transporting them had an accident. So they are already protected ballots, but let us be vigilant. Let us be vigilant. When you are given that ballot paper, make sure that you look at it, look at each and every candidate, whether there is no any extra mark, and feel it, touch it, and see that there isn't anything, that is covering something. So cast your vote, and as you cast your vote, make sure that the tick doesn't go outside the boundaries of the box. That is very important. It is very, very important. It shouldn't go outside the boundaries of the box, because once it does so, that is going to be an invalid vote. Yeah, make sure that it doesn't happen. When you're using the thumbprint, do the same thing. Make sure that it stays in the boundaries of the box, because once it goes outside the boundaries of the box, boom, that is going to be an invalid vote. Lastly but not least, guys, don't fear these soldiers. They are not going to do anything. They are there to intimidate. You've seen how chaotic the campaign trail has been. And some of you are like, man, I think Chagulanyi should stop the campaigns. And then boom, tomorrow is going to Mpigi, tomorrow is going to Bukoma Simbi. So you've seen how chaotic. You've seen how chaotic the entire campaign trail has been. Don't fear these soldiers. They are there to intimidate, to instill fear in you. They are not capable. They don't have a right to end someone's life. No way. You understand? No way. Come out in big numbers. Let us vote for change. We are tired of seeing these patrols on the streets. We want to see ambulances. We are tired of seeing candidates being trailed with 30 police patrols. We want a scenario where, in case there are going to be a rally somewhere, or maybe a meeting that is going to involve more than 200 people, there should be ambulances on the sides in case anyone collapses, in case maybe someone faints, in case of anything unusual that requires medical attention. That person can be catered for there and then. But here is a scenario where a presidential candidate is escorted by 30 police patrols and a mobile prison. That's the nonsense we want to put an end to. And in order to do that, we will have to vote for change. So guys, I think I've never done this. Talking for 1 hour and 11 minutes. No, let us end this here for now. Continue spreading the message. Don't say that we've done enough. We have not yet done enough. A lot is still left to be done. Let us do it. Have a wonderful time, because not a good morning, not a good night, not a good evening. I know you are listening from various places across the world. So have a lovely day, a lovely evening, morning, night, wherever you are watching this from. Someone is saying, Farida, JB, please help before you leave. What's that, Farida? Oh, Farida, you've been asking for a token number. Now, once you you kickstart off that process of registering on the YouVote app, the input that asks you for a phone number, you're going to put your phone number. You're going to put your name, your phone number. I don't know. The token, of course, you are asking comes direct to your phone. Yeah, a simple response would be that it comes directly on your cell phone, the one you've put in. The phone contact number that you put while registering the YouVote app, it is a number where that token is going to be sent. And once it is sent there, kindly make sure that you save it. Yeah, you need to save it for login purposes, because once you are logging in, you're going to put your phone number and that token, and you'll be logged in. And once you log in, don't log out, just stay logged in. Just stay logged in. Ever since I logged in, I've never logged out. So Radio Umucho Rwanda. Thanks, brother. You dear Ugandan brothers and sisters, I support you in the struggle because I want you to be free, and we too hope we will be free. We love our role model, Bobiwine. Thanks, brother from Rwanda. So I was still giving you this update that let me highlight that process of registration before I go. If it requires sharing my screen, I'm going to do so. Let me see if I have. I don't want to register again. I don't have any other number that I can use to register. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. I'll put it here, and then so this is what you are going to do. Yeah, I want you to pay attention to this. When you use this link, let me first drop it there. That's the link. That's the link. That's the link. Team at Higher, greetings from Canada. Thank you. Greetings from Canada. Thank you a lot. So that's the link. So when you open that link, it's going to give you an interface with a placeholder having a word. You have been referred by John Baptist Muwonge. If you have not received this link directly from John Baptist Muwonge, your registration may not be accepted. Only trusted people are allowed. So you guys, you follow this platform. That's why I trust you. I created that link referring you to register using that referral link. So it is going to give you an option for the first name. You put your first name there. The last name, you put your last name there. The first name, in most cases, it is your religious name, and the last name, in most cases, it is your surname. And in a bracket, it says your name will not be shared to outside world. That's the first name, and then the last name, and then it asks you for the country code. Uganda is +256. In your respective country, you know. Uganda is +256. In your respective country, you know. This is what I'm talking about. Let me share my screen. How should I do this? Omanyi mani. Mina ebintu struggle tuyigirize ebintu bingi. The struggle has made us learn a lot of things. Someone might think we went to university to study this. No, we did not. Let me first turn off this, then this, and then okay. Now here is the thing. I'm going to share you this screen, and then you see what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. One link is going to give you an option to download Mission 2021, Know Your Right to Vote. Let me hope you see this. Know your right to vote, know your voting station, monitor your vote. Download latest Android app. So you're going to download your YouVote app. The link I've pinned up there. Once you click on it, this is what it's going to give you for those who are using a computer, laptop, desktop, or any other gadget that uses operating systems like OS or Windows, Linux, Ubuntu, and all that kind of thing. And then when you're using Android, it will download automatically. For iOS, I don't know because I've never used iOS. Sikozesanga ko Apple. Simanyi Apple phone, iPhone, how it does. Nkozesa Android. So with Android, it will start downloading automatically. And then with the Windows, Ubuntu, Linux, you know, it will give this kind of interface. Download it, and after downloading it, please, the app is going to come here. Install it, and after installing it, come to that second link I've pasted actually up there. It's going to show you these words that you've been referred by John Baptist Muwonge. If you have not received this link directly, whatever, put in your first name, your last name, and then the country code, that is positive 256, and then the phone number. So the phone number include country code. You need to be specific there. It does not mean that when you put the country code here, you are not going to include it here on the phone. No, you also need to include it here when you are putting the full phone number, and then put your email address. If you are outside of Uganda, email is obligatory. You understand? So put your email address there, your phone number there, including your code. You specify the app here, your last name, your first name. When you click register, it's going to register, and in the process they are going to send you a code. You understand? They are going to send you a code. So that is the token number. Most of you are asking that what is the token, and after getting that token, now you go back to your installed app on your phone. I'm sorry if there are people asking questions. I'm not reading from the comment section, yeah, because I'm explaining here, So when you go back to your phone, tap on your YouVote app, and after tapping on that YouVote app, actually let me do it on my phone here. Come on, let me, okay, where is my phone? Where is my phone? Come on. Okay, let me first log out. Are you sure you want to log out? Yes. So once you open your YouVote app on your mobile phone, on your smartphone, on your tablet, on your phablet, on your gadget, whatever you're using, it's going to give you an interface with words, welcome to UG 2021 election monitoring, and then next down there it's going to have a word login with an input field with a placeholder, enter mobile phone. Once you enter your mobile phone, down there it's going to ask you for the token. The token that was sent to you after clicking register, and once you click login, boom, you are going to be already in the app. So that is the process. It's not so weird. Yeah, it's not so weird. Basically that is it. It's not so weird. That is it. It's not so weird. So now I come back to the comment section. So that, let me share you the two links that I've been using, the one for download and then the one for signing up. This one I'm giving because people are saying you cannot sign up from the app and all that kind of thing. Those are the two links. Actually, I've been sharing these links ever since this app was unveiled. I'm going to be doing this every day. Yeah, so reserve those other questions. Chizito Ronald, you are saying which VPN is stable now? You use Siphon. Use Siphon. You go to yeah, use Siphon. Siphon is okay. Okay guys, so at least I've shared for you. I'll come back tomorrow and still continue to update you about the same. Yeah, with more. Now this time around we shall enter. I'm going to find a way to show you what I'm clicking on the screen. I don't know how I'll do that, but I'll find a way. I know it is possible. I'm going to find a way because I know it is possible. If I fail, I don't know, but I am sure I'll find a way. I will not fail. If all goes on well, because you know what happens on a daily basis, a lot happens on a daily basis, and you lose track of what to capitalize on and what to leave. So basically that's that. Let me go and rest my tired brain. Our comrades are still in detention, Eddie Mutwe, Nubian Lee, and the 49 others. Our girls, man. So let's keep praying for them. Let's keep praying, and as well, not only to pray, but as well to get involved and end this kind of madness. All right, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If whatever I say makes sense, just hit that subscribe button, and as well as turn on that notification button, and as well tell a friend to inform a friend about this platform, such that the family grows. Yeah. All right, bye bye guys.